Lately, I've just been roaming around the city. No plan, just following the feeling. I see something, I think of doing it, and I do it. I see a nice place, I think, that looks nice. I walk in. I think of buying a cigar, smoking a cigar, I do it. You get the point. I'm trying to achieve flow state, even in somewhat boring situations. Because walking the street is effectively boring, okay? Because we all know a flow state. We all know of that in the sense of playing sports, drawing, something active. Something that is like truly engaging, essentially. Well, like I said, I'm trying to do the same thing. I'm trying to achieve that same state, that flow state, while just being in the city, you know? Just being on the street. Whereas everyone else is just out. And if you would put anyone else in that situation, you know what would happen? They would get scared. Where is the control? Where is the control? What am I doing? Where am I going? The thoughts would ruin the flow. The thoughts would overtake the feelings. I started to tune down those thoughts because I figured that thoughts in many situations, in so many scenarios, are simply useless, okay? At least for me, because I've always been an overthinker, naturally. So I always used to rationalize everything. Everything. You know how fucking annoying that is? You know how incredibly annoying that is. And not only annoying, I'm looking for a better description of it. Besides annoying, it literally keeps you from flow state, okay? It does. Because you're building these fucking arguments for yourself, and before you know, you cannot do anything anymore. You might as well just get to work and make money, because what else? What else you gonna do? Well, that is a very, I don't know, suboptimal existence, a very suboptimal way of thinking. So I've been trying to change that. And it's working. Okay? And as a result, I've just been going around, talking to people, and just following that feeling, following my instincts, you know? And I learned that it's so easy to make friends. Well, I already knew that. But I kind of forgot, okay? I kind of forgot how to tap into that. And it's so easy. It's so fucking easy. But it takes the willingness to tap into that state, okay? Because people recognize you when you're real. People recognize that and be like, hey, damn, what the fuck? Who's this guy? He's pretty cool, you know? Why is he here? Why is he asking me these questions? Like, wow. And before you know it, you have a little conversation with someone, and before you know it, you know something of them that not many people know. Okay? So, it's just a silly example, but I was just in the supermarket, and I was looking for this product, for these dried mango pieces. So good. But they hadn't been there for a few weeks now. So I walked up to the guy that was working there. I said, hey man, you know those mango things? You still got them, or I can't seem to find them. So he walks with me to the aisle. He's like, I don't think they have them anymore. I said, well, that's a shame. They're really good. Have you ever tried them? He's like, no, I haven't, but I actually always eat these. I'm like, ah, but they're kind of boring, no? Well, the point is that I went from customer asking worker for help to having a little conversation about, from person to person. So I broke that social construct right there. And I know this is not like something crazy, whatever. It's just, I'm just illustrating how this stuff happens naturally if you're just in that state. If you drop the thoughts, because you could very easily go like, oh, but he's working, so I just won't bother him. But for a guy like that, he's like, man, I'm standing in this fucking supermarket all day. No one's even looking at me. No one is even thinking of me as a person. And now I'm the guy that made him feel good, made him feel special. And it's not because like I really cared about him, whatever. He wasn't even like a cool guy. But still, it's about the ability. It's about having that power. And I know that sounds kind of like evil, having that power, but don't take it like that. Just take it in the literal sense, okay? Power is just the ability to project something. And in this case, it's the ability to just have a little conversation, make someone feel good. And not only for him, it's also for me. It's cool, It's like, oh, all right. Well, you never know. Maybe the thing he told me would have been valuable. Honestly, in not like that rarely happens, okay? Because, I'm not gonna go into why, because we all fucking know why. But anyway, I'm drifting off here. The point is, well, I've already made the point. But the thing about the point is that this is so powerful, it's such a strong thing. And I'm glad that I'm doing this right now because this was the right time for me to get back into this. Drop the thoughts, okay? We'll use the thoughts for other things. But quite frankly, I don't need them anymore. I don't need my thoughts anymore. No, I do. Don't take them from me. No, but everyone's thinking too much, bro. We gotta feel, bro. You know what's another thing? See, some people always told me, well, you have to say what bothers you because otherwise no one knows what bothers you. So you have to say it. You have to say it. You have to say it. You know how many things we can say without words? If I don't like you, I don't have to tell you. I'll just tell you with my fucking body language. I'm not saying a fucking word. Fuck the words. Words are highly overrated. If I'm talking to you and I'm looking at you like this, do I even have to say it? No. I fucking don't, bro. That says enough. Struck a little chord there. Yeah. I guess that's it. So, we're back on YouTube with a video. It's been a minute, but hey guys, we're still human maxing. We're still in the process, okay? It's just been a minute. I'll keep coming back to this, okay? Don't worry. It's gonna get better, everything. I keep saying that. The setup is never gonna get better. I'm just gonna keep getting better. That's what matters, okay? Everyone else can have the good camera. No one else can have me. No one else can have this. The feeling.